Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are doing another FSEconomy flight in the CRJ200. I've got the route currently programmed in. We're basically going north for like 600 miles. Here goes. Brakes full on. Engine spool. Good spool. Brakes off. Speed 100% of the way up there. Make sure we set the flaps to 8. And B speeds are in there, so we will be following those. Gotta love night takeoffs. And it's about time. V1. Airborne. Gear up. Set speed, nav mode, speed mode, engage. And that is 188, gear going up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's working on it. 606 miles to go. Make sure our flaps are up. I'm unfortunately kind of notorious for leaving those down. And now the exciting part. We wait. I'll let you guys know if anything exciting happens or we hit top of climb. So, see you then. We're burning 16,000 gallons an hour. And I only have 5,700. Almost 5,800. But that's so much gas. No wonder they fly at high altitude. Then again, we're also going up at 4,200 feet per minute. So, there's that nice benefit. We'll be up there soon, and then we'll be burning about 2,400 an hour. Hopefully that 3 hours and 2 minutes will drop significantly because we're going to need to find a divert point if that does not. Just to check. CTAF. 1,500-foot pattern. 3 runways. A little short. What's you? You have a better runway? You do. 7,800, so KGRB can be our alternate. Right on the path, it's roughly 2/3 of the way there, and we can glide there if need be. Let's not do engine out, though I'm not confident in my engine out procedures, and I've done enough restarts tonight. Gotta love them. Definitely hate them though. Anyways, there's 10,000. Actually, we already passed 10,000. That's lights off. Let's go ahead and turn the fasten seatbelt sign auto. Yeah. Our fuel usage is decreasing really quickly. I like watching that one. That one's fun to watch. So we've already burned 400 pounds of gas since I complained about it last time. In a single 30-minute stint, we would completely run out of gas and then some at current rates. So yeah. So these engines are not good on oil temperature pressure. But DM just turned off, so we're going to leave them firewalled for now, even though that's a terrible idea in the real world. You do have to manage those in the real world. Definitely have to manage those in the real world. I do wish some of these contracts were on the West Coast, then I could also fly on Pilot Edge. Whereas right now, we're out of the Pilot Edge coverage, and also out of their time. They're about to shut down. We're down to 7,000 from 18,000 pounds, and we're almost at cruising altitude. And it's taken about 1,000 pounds to get up here. Here is 29. Switching over to altitude hold. Going IS up to 300. Engaging auto throttle. And somehow it irked out a little bit more speed. I don't know how. But it did. They're accelerating quite quickly. Fast enough that it can't actually make us descend at all. So that's interesting. And we are currently burning 3,700. Holy crap. It scares me. Hit your 300 and stop that. We only have 4,500 pounds of gas. What's our ground speed? 413, 415, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's quick. It's also negative 34 Celsius outside. Saturated in total? I don't know. Alright, now she's going to ease back for us. We're going to do 300 knots. And that fuel is just going to drop. Nice. Should drop to about 1,200 per. So we should be at an hour 19, using 2,400 pounds an hour. We've actually got the fuel to get there. Oh, that's always nice. But we're basically flying, quite literally, max load. Doesn't get any heavier than this. It physically won't let me put any more weight on the airplane. I had to burn some off. 560 miles to go. Make sure I've got my procedures in there. We do. Perfect. Perfect. I like it. We're going to engage some super ground speed mode. There's about an hour to go until descent, so we'll see you guys in an hour. Which could be half an hour for me. Maybe. We'll see. See you then. Alright, it is finally time for our descent. We are getting a low fuel warning, which is not too surprising considering how far this flight was. Let's swap over to speed. Pull back to relatively nothing. Decrease our distances. Oh. Oops, if I decrease the altitude to something realistic. Hook up the approach plate for the ILS. Show me the plates. What's the GPS? It's 7, right? This looks like RNAV only, which is kind of unfortunate. So at FAXIT we need to be 3,700. Scroll down. $3,700. I'm going to go direct FAXIT. Execute. Why? Because I would like to be closer. So that'll only give us 12 miles to the airport, which basically means we're going to hit that, slam on the brakes, configure, hope we still have some gas left. We're definitely low fuel. We are burning 440 gallons, or 440 pounds per hour, which in theory means we have 3 hours worth of descent time, but we're not going to descend that long. Ow. Cool, so in theory, in 10 minutes, we should be on the ground. I'm gonna get what I can actually set up. The runway heading is 069. Backs at 3700. And there's really no, there isn't an ILS. ILS for 3-1. 3-1 looks much better. This is not really when you want to be doing this, but go ahead and change it real quick. The ILS for 3-1. Direct there. The ILS is 112. Nope, the localizer is 110.3. 110.3. Why don't you have that in there? Guess we're putting it in there. 110.3. And we're basically going to follow that in. EVXI, so legs E, E, V, XI. There isn't really any waypoints we can follow. So we're going to go course 313. Cancel mod, radio, make sure that's in there. Course 313. Okay. KCMX. That is Hancock, Michigan. That's actually where we're landing. So we're 41 miles out. We're going to want to be established on the localizer soon. We won't get there quite yet. We actually want to switch to heading mode. Give it a couple degrees right. Yeah. Mumby. Try Mumby. Mumby, yay. You have Mumby. And Mumby is 14.8 miles out of the airport. So KCMX here. Execute flight Nope. Direct. Mumby. Execute. Nav mode. We want to go farther over to the right. At Mumby, it doesn't have an altitude. It just says 28 is what we need to be at, and we're going to intercept at 25. So we're going to plan 2,500. At 10 miles, which is slightly more than Mumby. But Mumby is 15 miles, which is where I want to configure. So we should be there. We'll plan for Mumby at the moment. Oh boy, we better be on the ground in 7 minutes or else we're gonna start having fuel issues. We definitely don't have much time. I also don't remember what my landing speeds are. They are 181, 169, 63, 59, and 51. We're also below 10,000. Altitude needs to come down. Speed needs to come down. It's 250. Intercepting. Turn down the inside cockpit lights. We don't really want them. We need circuit breakers too high. That's fine for now. Okay, let's arm everything. When we go into reverse, we'll have that. Just about at speed. 32 miles from destination. Just a little bit of speed, not very much though. I wonder if I can do this. Nope, haven't picked it up yet. We're just too far out. A little bit more speed. We don't want to be at altitude at Mumby yet. But once we get to about 3,000, we'll dump everything down. Some speed. We have some gas. Mumby should line us up. I'm hoping. Okay, there's speed. Let's arm the approach. And then in 12 miles, or as soon as this thing decides we're going to turn, we're basically going to dump everything. Because we are going to be there soon. 5 minutes. Make sure we've got the right frequency in our nav 1. 110.3 checked. 9 miles to Mumby. We're on the descent. Glide path is coming in. We need to stop descending quite so fast. Need to slow down quite a lot. Easing it down. No time acceleration, so it won't kill us this time. Hopefully. Hopefully. And the nav one. Perfect. That'll pick it up for us. And we are going to decrease speed to 181. Got the throttles from the localizer. Once we hit 200, we're going to drop gear. Starting to see some lights out there. It's probably the city we're coming into. In Michigan. Oh, coming in on the glide slope. The throttles up just a little bit. All the throttles are coming off. Going gear down, flaps 1. We are on glide slope for localizer 1. We are 17 miles out. It's a little far to be configured. Coming in on the glide slope. Might overshoot it just that smidgen. We did. There's the runway. Runway in sight. At this point, we'd like to transition VFR. Altitude doesn't matter, but we're still going to set it at runway altitude. Runway is at what altitude are you at, runway? I don't know. Elevation 1,095 feet. (1,100 feet). Getting Star Wars noises, those are weird. We are not 21 miles away. We are 7.5. We're going to drop down to 169. Drop flaps 2. Sorry, 163. We're 2,000 AGL. We go 30. We drop down to 159. A little more speed. We are 5 miles out. 151. Last notch of flaps. Gear down. Landing and taxi are on. Just about on 1,000 to go. You're below glide slope. Your ref is 151. Probably a little heavy for what we want. 159, 49. When we're in sight, and flying, I have control. Continuing. They would turn on the landing lights for me, that'd be great. Oh. Spoilers, reversers. No brakes yet. I'm off the controls. Spoilers deploy? I think so. Here's the end of the runway, so we are going to go full braking. A little excessive. Coming out of reverse. And we're going to stop here. Disconnect from FSEconomy. We stop paying for it. And we'll finish the flight. Oh boy, hour and a half of a flight. Whew. Ooh. Let's finish the flight. Took an hour and a half, 188 gallons on board, not very much. Hopefully I made some money. Da-da-da-da. That flight netted me $15,500 for that one flight, so that's actually pretty good. I do like flying the CRJ200. It's quite profitable, honestly. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed another CRJ200 flight. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to. I know the cockpit build is high on the list, and things are progressing on it, so stay tuned, and some of those will be coming out soon. We will see you guys in the next episode.